The story of reggae music is filled with incredible voices that spoke for the people. One of the most powerful of these voices was the group Culture. Their journey began in the vibrant heart of Jamaica in Kingston back in 1976. This was a time of great change and creativity on the island. The air was thick with the sounds of dub, rocksteady, and the emerging force of roots reggae. It was in this environment that three men with a shared vision came together. They wanted to make music that was more than just a good beat. They wanted to sing about their history, their beliefs, and the struggles of their community. Their music was a message, a powerful call for awareness and unity. The founding members were Joseph Hill, his cousin Albert Ralph Walker, and Roy Kenneth Days. Joseph Hill was the undeniable heart and soul of the group. He was the lead singer and the main songwriter, a man whose voice carried the weight and wisdom of his Rastafarian faith. Albert Walker provided the smooth, essential harmony vocals that blended perfectly with Hill's powerful lead. Roy Days completed the trio, adding his own distinct vocal texture to create their signature sound. Before they became the world-famous group Culture, they first called themselves the African Disciples. This name showed their deep connection to their African roots and their spiritual path, setting the stage for the profound music they were about to create for the world. Their early days were spent honing their craft in the competitive music scene of Kingston. They knew they had something special, a unique message that needed to be heard. Their big break came when they crossed paths with the Mighty Two, the legendary production duo of Joe Gibbs and Errol Thompson. At Gibbs's famous studio, they found the right team to capture their raw energy and spiritual fire. This partnership was a turning point. It was here that they recorded some of their most important and enduring songs. The producers immediately recognized the immense talent and originality of the group, and they quickly got to work laying down tracks that would soon shake the foundations of reggae music. It was during these sessions that they officially changed their name to Culture. The new name was perfect. It reflected their mission to sing about the cultural identity, history, and social issues affecting Jamaica and the wider African diaspora. Under the guidance of Gibbs and Thompson, their sound was defined. It was pure roots reggae with heavy bass lines, militant drum patterns, and lyrics that were both poetic and prophetic. The combination of Joseph Hill's commanding vocals and the crisp production of the Mighty Two was pure magic. They were on the cusp of creating a song that would not only define their career, but also become a legendary piece of Jamaican history. In 1977, Culture released a song that would echo far beyond the shores of Jamaica. That song was 2-7's Clash. It was based on a prophecy by the Pan-Africanist leader Marcus Garvey, who had predicted that chaos would erupt on July 7, 1977. The 2-7's clashing was a powerful image that captured the imagination of the people. Joseph Hill's lyrics warned of impending judgment and societal upheaval, urging people to prepare themselves. The song's driving rhythm and haunting melody made it an instant anthem. It wasn't just a hit song, it was a cultural event, a piece of music that seemed to hold a mirror up to the anxieties and hopes of the time. The impact in Jamaica was immediate and profound. As the date mentioned in the song, July 7, 1977, drew closer, a palpable tension grew across the island. Many people took the prophecy seriously. They stayed home from work, businesses closed their doors, and the streets of Kingston became unusually quiet. People were bracing for the clash. When the day passed without major incident, the song's power was not diminished. Instead, it cemented Joseph Hill's reputation as a modern-day prophet and a visionary songwriter. The song had tapped into a deep-seated feeling within the Jamaican consciousness, proving the immense power that reggae music could have on society. The influence of 2-7's Clash wasn't limited to Jamaica. It traveled across the Atlantic and found a fervent audience in the United Kingdom. In the UK, the punk rock movement was in full swing, and many punk fans were drawn to the rebellious spirit and social commentary of roots reggae. Bands like The Clash were huge fans of Jamaican music, and Culture's raw energy resonated with them. The song became a massive hit within the punk and reggae scenes, played heavily by influential DJs like the legendary John Peel. It introduced a whole new audience to the power and authenticity of roots reggae, breaking down musical and cultural barriers along the way. This international success was a huge moment for Culture and for reggae music as a whole. It showed that the messages in their songs, themes of justice, liberation, and spiritual awareness, were universal. They weren't just singing for Jamaica, they were singing for all oppressed people around the world. The song helped to build a bridge between the streets of Kingston and the cities of the UK, creating a shared space where music could inspire and unite people from different backgrounds. 2-7's clash became more than a song. It became a symbol of cultural resistance and a testament to the global reach of reggae's powerful message. Despite the massive success of 2-7's clash and their debut album of the same name, Culture's relationship with producer Joe Gibbs became strained. Like many artists at the time, the group faced disputes over royalties and creative control. Feeling that they were not being treated fairly, they made a bold move. They left the Mighty Two and began working with another legendary figure in Jamaican music, the producer Sonia Pottinger. Pottinger was one of the first female record producers in Jamaica, a true trailblazer known for her professionalism and her commitment to her artists. This move marked a new chapter for the group, both creatively and professionally. Under Sonia Pottinger's guidance, Culture continued to release a string of powerful and critically acclaimed albums. Albums like Harder Than the Rest, Kumbolo and International Herb solidified their place at the very top of the reggae world. Pottinger's production style was slightly different from Gibbs, often cleaner and more polished, which allowed the group's intricate vocal harmonies to shine even brighter. These albums were incredibly successful, not just in Jamaica, but especially in the UK, where their fan base continued to grow. They consistently hit the top of the reggae charts, proving that their initial success was no fluke. They were a consistent force for quality music. The group's power as a live act was undeniable, and they were invited to perform at some of the most important concerts in reggae history. In 1978, they took the stage at the legendary One Love Peace concert in Kingston. This event was organized to help bring an end to the political violence that was tearing Jamaica apart. Sharing a stage with Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and other giants of the genre, Culture delivered a performance that was both electrifying and deeply meaningful. Their presence at such a historic event cemented their status not just as musicians, but as important cultural and social figures. It was a performance that everyone who was there would remember for a lifetime. They also became regular and beloved headliners at the annual Reggae Sunsplash Festival, the premier showcase for reggae music in the world. Year after year, they would command the stage, with Joseph Hill's magnetic presence and powerful voice captivating thousands of fans under the Jamaican stars. These live performances were where the spirit of Culture truly came alive. The energy was incredible. They weren't just playing songs, they were leading a congregation. Their festival appearances helped to spread their music to an even wider international audience, as fans from all over the globe travelled to Jamaica to witness the magic of Reggae Sunsplash and see legends like Culture perform live. Over the years, the lineup of Culture went through several changes. The original trio of Joseph Hill, Albert Walker and Roy Days eventually went their separate ways due to internal pressures and the challenges of the music industry. However, Joseph Hill was the constant, the anchor that kept the spirit of Culture alive. He was determined to continue spreading the message that he had started back in 1976. He reformed the group with new members and continued to tour the world relentlessly, becoming a true ambassador for roots reggae music. For decades, Joseph Hill was Culture, embodying the band's spirit and carrying its musical torch with unwavering passion and dedication. Tragically, Joseph Hill passed away suddenly in 2006 while on tour in Germany. His death was a massive blow to the reggae community, and it seemed like the story of Culture might have come to an end. But the legacy was too strong to disappear. In a move that touched the hearts of fans everywhere, Joseph's son, Kenyatta Hill, stepped up to take his father's place as the lead singer. Kenyatta had been on tour with the band, working as their sound engineer, and he had learned the songs and the spirit of the music directly from his father. It was a natural and beautiful continuation of the family legacy. With Kenyatta at the helm, Culture continued to perform for audiences around the world. He brought his own youthful energy to the stage, but his voice carried a remarkable echo of his father's powerful tone and delivery. He sang the classic Culture anthems with a deep respect for their history, ensuring that songs like Zion Gate and International Herb would be heard by a new generation of fans. The band continued to record new music as well, showing that the creative fire of culture was still burning brightly. Kenyatta's leadership ensured that the band was not just a tribute act, but a living, breathing entity that was still creating and inspiring. Today, on August 2nd, 2025, the music of culture remains as relevant and powerful as ever. Their songs are timeless classics, cornerstones of the roots reggae genre that continue to inspire artists and fans globally. They told the story of the Jamaican people, but their themes of justice, faith, and liberation resonate with people everywhere. From their early days as the African Disciples to their legendary status on the world stage, culture created a body of work that is more than just music. It is a cultural treasure, a testament to the power of a song to carry a message. The legacy lives on, passed from a father to a son, ensuring that the voice of culture will never be silenced.